Mama is focused a lot on protein. So as I make my double packed protein shake for the night, I figured I would give you guys some food tips that are helping me on my postpartum journey. I'm down 34 pounds in less than 4 months postpartum. And I've been doing a lot of things different than I've ever done in the past. I don't know about you guys, but I am like a fad dieter, a yo-yo dieter. Pretty much my whole adult life, I've had this really unhealthy relationship with food, thinking that I had to cut out whole food groups in order to have success and to have weight loss and to feel good. Hello. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. My name is Megan George. I'm coming to you guys live from O'Fallon, Missouri, which is right outside of St. Louis. And I am in my kitchen again. I'm just going to make a quick shake. But I figured I would make it with you guys and share some food tips that have been helping me on my postpartum journey. So for those of you, as you guys are hopping on, if you guys see this live and you see this little red light up here, go ahead and drop me a 1 down below in the comments. Tell me where you're coming in from because I like to see how far this goes. Say hey, say hi, don't be a stranger or a little creeper that just watches and doesn't say anything. And if you guys are watching this at some point in the future and there's no little red light up here, go ahead and drop me a 2 down below in the comments. Tell me where you're coming in from because you matter too, and I want to make sure to thank you guys for watching. If you are new to my page, go ahead and drop new down below in the comments. I'm so glad that you found me and that I found you. I'm very grateful for the page that I have, so I really appreciate you being here, whether you're new or you've been here for a while. Hello, Sabrina. Hi, Donna. Hi, Nika. Hello, Erin. So after I get done with my live, I'm going to do a share giveaway. I'm going to do a VIP giveaway for my customer group that I got going on, and then I'm going to take a shower and watch Vanderpump Rules. So if y'all are into the Vanderpump scandal, drop yes down below in the comments. I can't help myself. Listen, okay? I started watching Vanderpump Rules a long time ago when I was like obsessed with Real Housewives and all of that stuff. I slowly stopped watching a lot of it. I just don't watch a lot of TV. But I've always kind of kept up with Vanderpump Rules, like watching it in spurts. And it just so happens that Tom Sandoval is from St. Louis. He's giving us a bad rep along with all of our crime that's downtown. But nonetheless, I can't help myself but watch it. I'm really into it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm talking Bravo TV. If you know what I'm talking about, we should be besties because you and I could probably really talk and debrief after tonight's episode because it's going to be intense. It's the last part of the reunion finale special. So, and Andy Cohen is actually from St. Louis. That's the better side of us. Anywho, I'm going to do that. So if you guys want to be in the share giveaways, it's totally free. All you have to do is smash the share button at the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Share this to a page, to a group, to a friend, to your profile, to your spouse's inbox. I don't care as long as it's someplace nice. Drop the word share down below in the comments once you do that. And make sure you hit the 3 dots up here and hit follow. So that way I can see that you shared it, we see your comment, and you're entered into the giveaway. You can enter as many times as you want throughout the week, all by sharing the live. So if you guys are just tuning in, drop a 1 down below. Tell me where you're coming in from. Hi, Carla. Hi, Marie. Hi, Lana. Hi, Sadie. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Michelle. Erin and Sabrina, thank you for sharing. I appreciate you. Hello, Lisa. Oh, we got Ontario, Canada in the house. So these are some healthy tips that have been helping me on my postpartum journey. So for those of you, if you're new to my page, after 6 years of infertility, 4 miscarriages, and 1 round of IVF, we were blessed with our rainbow baby. His name is Maverick Adrian, and he will be 4 months old this month on the 23rd, the same number as Michael Jordan's jersey, and we say that with pride in this house. But he will be 4 months old this month. He actually might be able to make an appearance. What? Oh no, Bubby.
Got too excited.
Did you spit up? He was outside with Daddy with the dogs and he spit up and got a little too excited. So, anyways, he'll be 4 months old this month. And on my postpartum journey, I'm focused on 2 things, right? One is eating healthy, so that way I can make really good milk. I am nursing and pumping. Y'all have a story to tell you, by the way. If y'all are okay with my stories, this one is interesting, okay? And I would love to know what you would have done. If you're okay with hearing a story from me, drop yes down below in the comments. Hi, Susie. Hi, Donna. Hi, Rachel. Hi, Sonia. Hi, baby. You want this closed?
Yeah.
Gunner, come on, Bubba. So, once I brought Maverick home from the hospital, I have been doing a combination of nursing him and pumping. The reason being, for one, I wasn't able to get him to latch at first. We actually had some blood sugar problems. So he went to the NICU. We were supplementing with formula in the hospital when we got home. Latching kind of stressed me out because I was worried about his blood sugar levels and having major anxiety. I wanted to make sure that he got what he needed. And so I started pumping, and then we switched from formula to pumping. A fed baby is best, okay? That's all I know. If y'all agree with that, drop a heart down below in the comments. A fed baby is best. And so I've been doing a combination of both, and kind of getting into a little bit more nursing and making the time for it just because I really want to be bonded with him. At the 3-month mark, it's known that your hormone levels go down, and then your body is dependent off of what baby is eating, and that's your milk supply now. So I haven't been producing like as much, which is also why I want to nurse more, because then when he's latching more, then your body, it's different than when you just pump, okay? So nonetheless, we go to Kentucky this weekend, and we're staying in a really nice Marriott hotel downtown. I've stayed there before. Well, I haven't stayed there before. We had an event there before. It's extremely nice. Marriotts are one of my favorite hotels. You guys tell me your favorite hotel to stay at. A lot of you, if you travel, you have favorites. But you will not believe what they did. You will not believe what they did. So, if you watched my stories, you already know. But I pump, and when I pump into a shaker cup. From that shaker cup is what I make Maverick's bottles with. Anything extra goes into bags, and I label it with the date, and then I freeze that. That's been my freezer stash, and I've been very blessed to have a freezer stash, especially somebody who wants to do IVF again. I have to stop nursing Maverick in order to do my next transfer, and so it's going to be really cool to have that freezer stash so like he can still have breast milk even after I'm done. Well, I had a shaker bottle full of milk, full of breast milk, and 2 bags full of breast milk, and a car seat that we had left in the room. Tommy was loading the car while I was at a meeting with Maverick. He loaded the car. Those are the last couple of things that he couldn't grab. It was left in the room. We had extended our checkout time. It was supposed to be written on file that we were to check out at noon instead of 11. It was 11:05 when he went back to the room. The shaker bottle full of breast milk was poured out into the sink. At least we think. We don't know where it went, but it was empty. The 2 bags of breast milk that were 8 ounces apiece were in the trash can. And my son's car seat was in a trash bag by itself with the shaker bottle sitting in it that they had poured the milk out of. As if like they were going to take it down to the front desk because somebody left it. Well, first of all, like how do you leave, like it, my first thought if I was a housekeeper going into this room would have been, there's no way these people are gone yet because the car seat's still here, so they can't take a baby without a car seat. But even if that was the case, those are such important things, like such important items that I would have called down to the front desk. I mean, there's tons of things that could have happened. They ended up giving us a night at the hotel for free. But like, and that's really nice. The guy was so apologetic. They were so kind about it. And I know mistakes happen, but like, it's a mistake that now it's been a pretty stressful week as I try to make sure that I do all of the right things to keep my supply up and try to get it to where I want it to be. Because like I said, it is important to me. Now, I'm okay if we have to switch to formula at any point. My baby is going to be fine. He is amazing. Formula is great. I know formula-fed babies, and they turn out to be geniuses and amazing children, and I am not worried about it. I just want it to really go to my plan and not be impacted by something that someone else did, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Yes or no? Tell me down below. And so it just kind of stinks when we don't get to determine our own outcome when it's something that we want to have control over. And so I'm trying my best to eat all of the right things so that I can get my milk supply going really strong this week and get back up to where we were, because like I said, we were doing a couple of bottles a day and then I was breastfeeding. So now we came home with no supply for bottles. We can pull from the freezer, but ideally that freezer stash is for when I have to stop nursing so that we can do our next transfer for our next baby, if that makes sense. So nonetheless, Mama is focused a lot on protein. So as I make my double packed protein shake for the night, I figured I would give you guys some food tips that are helping me on my postpartum journey. I'm down 34 pounds in less than 4 months postpartum. And I've been doing a lot of things different than I've ever done in the past. I don't know about you guys, but I am like a fad dieter, a yo-yo dieter. Pretty much my whole adult life, I've had this really unhealthy relationship with food, thinking that I had to cut out whole food groups in order to have success and to have weight loss and to feel good. And so I've been really focusing on a couple of different things that I figured I would share with y'all and help you, because even if you're not breastfeeding, these tips are really good for you. So the first thing I'm going to do is make my protein shake with y'all. So I need to get this frozen stuff out of the freezer because I use frozen fruit. So the first thing I like to use is frozen berries. It's blackberries and blueberries. And while I'm doing this, and then I also use a frozen banana for potassium because I have really bad leg cramps at night. And I don't care if a banana is not the lowest of carb fruits. Bananas don't make people fat, okay? Bananas did not make me obese or overweight. So I'm going to use some of these blueberries. And the first tip that I have for you is instead of focusing on a diet, focus on healthy swaps that you can do for food. And here's what I mean by that. Is like I still eat bread. I still eat keto bread, actually. I'm not keto in any way, shape, or form. I use some keto dishes, but I'm not keto. But I do focus on healthy swaps. So like the tortilla chips that I eat now, they're not just regular tortilla chips. I actually do the grain-free tortilla chips. Like it's like the Siesta brand, I think. I like the high-low chips. I like the Quest chips instead of eating regular Doritos. So I focus a lot on healthy swaps. The things that are highly processed, how can I make it a little bit of a better option? So that's my first tip for y'all. If that's helpful, drop a smiley face emoji down below in the comments. Let me know you're still with me. Because I don't hope I didn't bore you with my hotel story, but listen, your girl's got to vent at some point. I was so sad. I literally wanted to cry, but I held it together and I didn't cry. So I was really proud of myself. So those are my first two tips for you. The next thing, or first tip for you, the next thing I'm going to put in here is a pack of our protein powder. So this is has ketones in it to help suppress my appetite tonight so that I'm not snacking. Because what I do is I'll nurse Maverick and then I wait about an hour and then I come downstairs and I pump. And so when I pump, sometimes what tends to happen is I want to snack. When I'm making this now at night, it's really helping me to not snack overnight. So I use that protein because it helps suppress your appetite and it puts you into ketosis. The next protein I use is this Core Power. I love the Fairlife protein and it's packed with 26 grams. I get these on Amazon. So I get them by the case so that I don't have to fight other people to find them at stores. Please don't everybody go buy them on Amazon because then I'll be really upset because they won't be there for me. So the next tip I have for you guys is to watch your portion size. A lot of foods are not bad for you when you have them in moderation. A lot of times what's happening is we don't understand what portion sizes are. So I'm actually going to post a cheat sheet very soon that can help you with portion control. But what I suggest is to, like, when you're making fat bombs or sweet treats or brownies or whatever, don't just eat the brownies out of the pan that you're making them. If you're making like healthy brownies or whatever alternative that you want, don't just eat the brownies out of the pan, portion them out. When you make healthy cookies, to help me understand portion sizes, first of all, read the label. Second of all, portion it out according to the label. So like when I make healthy cookies, like y'all saw me make those monster cookies that I got the mix from Costco. If y'all saw me do that, drop a 3 down below in the comments. They're really, really good. Put them in sandwich baggies of like 2 a piece so that you're not going into like the next bag and the next bag and the next bag, or like the whole container, if that makes sense. When you have things in whole containers, it's really hard to eat things in moderation. Portion it out and plan ahead. So one of the things that I do is I plan ahead for my week, and you can do that in portions. So I always cut up 3 mangoes for my entire week. If I'm not someone who has self-control to not sit there and eat the entire container of 3 mangoes in one sitting, then I might want to do it in 3 different containers so that I'm sitting down and eating that in portion sizes and not just like all over the place. Will you please repeat the brand of protein you use? I use this one from our website. You can get this at megangeorge.shopketo.com. There's tons of different flavors, and this one's dairy-free. And then I use this Fairlife Core Power Vanilla. Is really good. So the next thing I'm going to put in is just a little bit of chia seeds. This helps you feel full, and it helps me for milk production. But I've used chia seeds long before I was nursing. So if they really help you feel full, and they're a good source of healthy fat. So the next tip I have for you is to eat more food from the fridge as opposed to the pantry. And the reason why I say that is because when you focus on eating on foods from the fridge, you're going to be eating more fresh fruits and vegetables and proteins. When you eat foods from the pantry, it's more processed foods, and it's harder for your body to break down. So how can you focus on going to the fridge more as opposed to your pantry? So I cut up a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables. I get them all ready to go for the week. So I have that, and I'm not sitting here wondering, like, what am I supposed to eat now as a snack? Because snacks are what get most people. You can plan a lot of your meals. If you guys agree, are snacks what get you, or meals are what get you? I feel like most people end up having cheat, if you want to call it a cheat, or fall off the wagon whenever they're snacking too much. Have the healthy snacks. If you don't have a plan, you plan to fail. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So have a plan in place. Put the snacks that you like, portion out the fruit, put it in little bowls, have it there ready to go for you. And then my next tip for you is to make, like we've been talking about this a lot in our programs, is having like a good, better, and best option way of eating. So your good option, like your best plan, sorry, there was a little fly. Your best plan is probably to do something like eat lower in carbs, focus on eating more foods from the fridge, and do some intermittent fasting, okay? That's like my best day. And I always think back to when I was a kid, and my mom is an amazing mom, okay? Y'all, if you guys have been here a while, you hear me talk about my mom a lot. If you've heard me talk about my mom, or you've seen my mom in my lives or my posts, drop mom down below in the comments. I adore my mom. She's the best mom ever, okay? When I was a kid, we would have these days where we would like get up on time. My mom made cinnamon rolls. We would have our lunches packed. We would get out the door on time, and we would be on time for school, and our uniforms would be like very ironed and straight, and everybody was like really good to go. We gave her a goodbye kiss, hopped out the car, and everything was great. Then we would have like these days where we were a little bit more rushed, and she sent us with lunch money, and we were on time to school, but we didn't have packed lunch. And for breakfast, we had like a frozen breakfast sandwich that was popped in the microwave at the last minute, and we ate it in the car. And then we had these days where my mom said, hurry up and grab something because we have to get out the door. And like it was a banana in the car. It wasn't even a breakfast sandwich. It wasn't a hot breakfast. It was a cold breakfast. It was cereal in a bag. We were eating it in the car. We felt really rushed. Our shirts were untucked. Our clothes were wrinkled. And we were like 5 minutes late for school, right? In all of those scenarios, my mom, in my head, was still the most amazing mother that she could ever be. But there's a best situation, a better situation, and a good situation, right? It's not really good whenever you're 5 minutes late to school. It's not your optimal plan. But I still had a really good mom, and I was still at school, and I was still okay. My point being, think about that when it comes to your way of eating. How can you say, okay, this is my best plan, but if I don't succeed in that, if I don't succeed and I break my fast a little bit early for intermittent fasting, I'm not going to spiral down the rabbit hole. Instead, I'm going to focus on the other two pieces of my plan today. And I'm going to really make sure that I eliminate processed foods. And I'm going to really make sure that I forget the other one that I said, but maybe it's get water in, or I'm going to get 20 minutes of movement. But pick those three things, and that's your best plan. And then on your better days, maybe you failed on one or messed up on one, not failed, because failing is just a lesson and that's the opportunity to learn. But maybe on your better day, you miss one, but you succeed in the other two. And then the good days, at least you did like XYZ. At least you didn't drink soda, or at least you drank your ketones and you got your water in and you got 20 minutes of movement, whatever it is. But have a good, better, best way of looking at it instead of just saying, this is exactly what I have to do. You have to learn to give yourself grace, because as human beings, things happen in our lives and not every day is going to go according to plan. And so often when it doesn't go according to plan, we spiral down the rabbit hole, and then before you know it, we are completely off the rails for an entire month and not knowing where to start over again at. And it shouldn't be like this. This is about long-term lifestyle changes. This is not about a 10-day challenge or a 5-day intermittent fast, or we're doing this summer slim down challenge. If you guys would like to be a part of it, I actually have coupons for new and current customers for $20 off. So if you want to claim one of those, drop a summer down below in the comments. I would love to get you in. You can actually have the opportunity to win a trip to Mexico. So if you guys went in on that, drop summer down below in the comments. But think about it like that and give yourself grace, because then it's more of a lifestyle and it's not just a diet. And then my last tip that I have for you is to incorporate intermittent fasting. When you incorporate intermittent fasting, the one thing that I have found from doing that for a very long time now is that I was a person who I did not have control over food. Food had control over me. My intermittent fasting looks a little bit different right now. It's not snacking after dinner, and then I still eat breakfast so that I can make sure to get enough protein in. But again, there's a good, better, and best way of doing this, right? So maybe your way of intermittent fasting, you're still eating breakfast, but you're not eating after dinner. Or maybe to intermittent fast, you're incorporating a supplement that helps you suppress your appetite, like the ketones or the protein powder that I'm using. If I didn't add all that fruit, it would still be fine for intermittent fasting. Studies are actually showing that it's helping people burn even more fat. Our protein powder is helping people burn even more fat at a more accelerated rate. Because just so you know, our product is actually studied by scientists and doctors, and we got to hear from them this past weekend in Louisville. And studies are showing that it's helping people burn fat 70% faster when they incorporate the protein while they're intermittent fasting. So intermittent fast, it will help you have control over food and not food having control over you. So I'm going to press this button to mix this. And there we have it. So thanks for making my protein shake with me. Thanks for listening to my tips that have been helping me. I hope they help somebody else. If you guys got value from this, drop me a heart down below in the comments, or tell me down below. Tell me below how I can help you with my content, because I would love to help you even more. And last but not least, if you got value, smash that share button. Share this out to a page, to a friend, or to a group. Drop the word shared down below in the comments once you do, for your chance to be entered in to win our prize pack giveaway for the week. And that's all I have. If you want in on the Summer Slim Down Challenge, let me know. There's different ways. If you guys already have ketones and you don't want the bundle, let's chat, because you can get the reboot and the iFast, and I still have $20 off coupons for you. So I love y'all. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.